let's make a turn to the left, and we'll go south. On a hazy day, it's also hard to see the horizon, so it makes it harder to tell, am I climbing or descending?
Yeah.
There's another traffic way out there, probably an airliner. Let's keep turning to the left.
Okay.
So we're going to go down, and then we're going to loop back around and come back to the airport before it gets dark.
Yeah.
Approaching altitude.
Yes, ma'am.
Good, or turn more?
Yeah, maybe just a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, see the, it's hard to tell, but you see a red lit tower over there on, not the blinking one, but that's actually the power plant near, near Pratt Whitney.
I see it. Okay.
So we'll head down towards, you work at Middletown?
Yeah, I work down in Middletown.
All right, we can go down that way, and then we'll head back. So you can actually see the Pratt Whitney plant right in the bend of the river. There's sort of a hill between us and the plant.
Yeah. Every time I go to East Hartford, I get slightly lost.
Yeah, it takes a while, but...
Even in the engineering building. So how long have you been working at Pratt then?
Long time.
Long time.
Yeah, I
So
started...
12 years in West Palm?
Yep. I actually worked first in Middletown in Building 140 in the mid-'80s.
Wow.
When I was still in college, I was an intern. And then when I graduated in '86, I moved to West Palm.
Okay.
And I lived there from '86 to '99, or beginning of '87 to '99. And then been up here since '99. So I got 35 years.
Wow.
Oh, let me see. 33 years with the company total, if you include my intern.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see the Aragoni Bridge with the double humps around as the river kind of makes that bend. You can see the river here, but then when it goes due south, you can't see it, but you can see the double hump bridge.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the Middletown Bridge.
That's Middletown. I live like right there.
Yep. And so Pratt Whitney, the power plant that's up the river a little bit.
Airport, ATIS information, Sierra 21530 observation. Wind 0704, visibility 10, sky clear. Temps are 16, dew point 4, altimeter 3038. Landing and departing runway 2, arrivals expect visual or LDA approach. VFR departure aircraft requesting flight following, advise ground control. Notice to have an informal noise abatement procedures in effect. Caution for birds on in the vicinity of the airport. Hartford VOR Alpha approach not authorized. Personnel and equipment approach on runway 2 left of the center line, including multiple cranes. Advise on initial contact, you have ATIS Sierra.
So you live down in Middletown?
Yep.
Or Cromwell or?
No, I'm in Middletown. I'm about a mile from downtown.
I used to live there when I worked in Middletown. I lived in Middletown. It was a very nice commute.
It is. It's a great commute. I love that I only have to drive 10 minutes in the morning and not against traffic.
Yep.
I'm in East Hartford tomorrow, though. For training.
Excellent.
Yep. Can't really imagine taking 4 hours away from the QNs, though.
01 November.
Iber QNs.
Always fun.
Oh, yeah. Hoping to actually be able to automate some of the communication process for it. Instead of your manual entry, the Excel tracker.
One Sierra Lima, contact departure.
Over to departure, 1 Sierra Lima, good night.
Rainer Tower, this is Cherokee.
I'll take over from here.
Okie dokie.
10 miles south with Sierra to land. Cherokee 32 Romeo Foxtrot, Rainer Tower, ident. Identing.
Alright, he's right near us then. Keep your eyes open. Right below us.
Foxtrot, make straight in for runway 2, report.
Gonna come out right on your side in about a minute.
Final, 2 Romeo Fox.
Yep.
Brainerd Tower, Cardinal 347, 2 mile left base, 2.
I've flown about 50 hours in that airplane.
Plane variable.
Really?
Just went by.
Really?
It's my friend's airplane.
Oh, cool.
We flew it all the way out to the West Coast.
Really? All the way?
Yep, from here to the Gulf Coast, Texas, Grand Canyon, Southern California, Carson City, Nevada.
Wow, nice.
Up to Seattle.
That's awesome.
North of Seattle, all the way back through the Rockies. It was awesome.
I bet that was beautiful.
Yeah, it was kind of smoky. It was 2012. There was a lot of forest fires.
Okay. How long did it take, like, to do the whole thing?
2 weeks. And we were moving, like,
Yeah.
at least 1 to 2 legs every day.
Okay.
Like 2.5 hour to 3 hour legs each day.
That's the way to do it.
It was more about doing it rather than going somewhere to...
Yeah, I understand. I did a cross-country road trip last summer, but I was so much driving time. This would be way cooler.
Yeah,
it's like a few hours as opposed to like 10.
spend a few dollars on gas.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, these airplanes don't get the same kind of fuel economy as a car.
Definitely not.
Not bad. I think this one gets about, well, we're getting 15.5 nautical miles per gallon, so that's about 18 miles to the gallon.
Okay. What makes it a nautical mile?
A nautical mile is just that's a marine term that a lot of marine terms got used for aviation. So a nautical mile is 6,000 and I think 80 feet as opposed to 5,200.
Okay.
So it's just a little bit longer. It's just some arbitrary number, just like the mile is sort of an arbitrary number.
Yeah.
So everything is in nautical miles and knots. So we're doing 102 knots. Which is about 15% less than miles per hour, so we're doing about 120 miles an hour.
Okay.
And we're throttled way back.
Yeah.
If I wanted to go someplace, I climb up into thinner air and they give it more power.
Yeah.
And we go about 140 knots.
Okay.
Which is like 165 miles an hour, something like that. That was Pratt Whitney, right behind you.
Oh, yep.
There it is. Get a chance to see it.
I see it every day.
Yeah, not from this perspective.
Not from this perspective at all.
Alright, we'll give them a call and tell them we're coming back, because it's going to be dark in about 10 minutes.
Yep.
I'm Brainerd Tower, experimental 818 Romeo Bravo is 10 miles to the south, inbound landing Sierra.
Experimental 818 Romeo Bravo, Brainerd Tower, make straight in for runway 2, report a 2-mile final.
Alright, straight in for runway 2, 2-mile final, 81 Bravo. So, some of the, I don't want to call them challenges, but one of the things that people have to get used to doing is talking on the radio.
Yeah.
347, like taxi to landing.
347, Roger. You can roll to the end and turn left at hotel and contact ground 121.6, leaving the runway there on hotel.
So because we have a control tower, we have to talk to them, right?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
And they want you to be fairly concise with your communications, especially if he's busy.
Yeah.
You know?
Cherokee 2, wind.
These guys aren't busy, so, but if you're flying through Bradley or some, Boston's airspace, those guys are like, they're rattling stuff off really fast. You have to be paying attention, and it's a little bit more challenging. But as a student pilot, you wouldn't have to worry about it. These guys are really good. And they know there's a lot of training here, and they can tell if you're a new voice on the air. And all you have to do also, and I did this when I was both a student pilot and a new private pilot, is I would just say student pilot, So A Romeo Bravo, 10 miles to the south, inbound landing, student pilot. That would be my written. So now he knows, oh, okay, this is a student pilot. If I need to give him a whole bunch of information, I might give it to you in a few chunks. So that you don't have to try to get it all at once, So they're very good at, they understand.
That's cool.
So there's no need to worry about it. Just, so I got to sound cool on the radio or whatever. It's like, just tell them you're a student pilot, and if you didn't understand, don't bluff. Just say, can you say that again? Or I didn't catch that altitude you wanted me to go to, or what direction did you want me to go? Because there's a lot of things going on, especially when you're a new pilot, and you don't want to lose sight of what's happening. Like the guy wanted you to turn right, and you really didn't, and he might be distracted by something else.
Yeah.
Another traffic out there with the lights coming at us. Probably going into Bradley. I don't see his lights anymore. As he turned, his landing lights pointed right at us, so he kind of lit right up.
Okay.
But he's a little dot way out there. See the two double lights in the ground? If you go straight up from that, you'll see that just above the horizon. I don't know, I have pretty good vision. So now you can see the runway.
Yeah.
See the little curved area next to the river? Kind of right at it. You can see the flashing lights. Blink, blink, blink.
Yeah.
That's right at the end of the runway.
Thank you.
And where the tower is, you look a little bit, see that bright flash?
Clear for takeoff.
Yeah.
Green light, white light,
Yeah.
green light. That's the tower beacon.
Okay.
Regular airports flash back and forth, green, white.
34, Brainerd Tower, Roger.
Okay.
2 hold short of the runway.
Moving up to hold short, 734.
So now you can see the runway a little bit better. All the perimeter lights are on.
Yeah.
You'll see the string of red lights next to it. There's like 4 red lights, well, 3 red lights and a white one on the end. Right next to the tower, next to the runway, I mean.
Yeah.
That's an approach indicator. When there's 2 whites and 2 reds, you're right on.
3734, runway.
I think it's a 3-degree slope right to the runway. So the jets use that a lot.
Clear for takeoff.
You'll see right now it's shifting 2 white and 2 red. The lower I go, it'll turn all red. And if I go higher, it'll turn all white. So each light will change color as you go up and down. But each does it at a little different altitude. Or angle, I should say.
Yeah, that's cool.
So if you see 2 whites and 2 reds and just leave it there, you know you're right on the money.
Okay.
Romeo Bravo, runway 2, wind 904, clear to land.
All right, clear to land, runway 2, Romeo Bravo, thanks. Looks like somebody taking off. I see strobe lights on the runway.
Yeah.
Or landing. Looks like he's turning or something. Oh no, he took off, okay. It looked like he was way over to the side though. He was anywhere near the runway center line, but maybe he took off and drifted. Alright,
Cardinal 066, contact departure.
Slow down a little bit. Power high, because all 4 lights are white.
Uh-huh.
But that's fine. We're not a jet. It has to be right on the money. We can come in much steeper than a jet can.
Okay.